This is San Francisco, and this is not an orange filter. Rather, this is the smoke from the wildfires that can blow hundreds of miles across the West Coast, making the sky turn to ash and making the air quality extremely dangerous. When it gets like this, with an air quality index exceeding 200, California Department of Public Health strongly recommends that everyone wear a mask, with one exception: children. Children, who among the elderly and those with respiratory problems, are most at risk to the dangers of poor air quality. So why wouldn't they need a mask? Well, the answer is that they do need a mask, but the current and common masks available actually cause more harm than good. For example, the California Department of Health recommends a mask with an N95 filter. However, the current N95 masks, when placed on a child, creates gaps which allow for the particles to get in, defeating the purpose of the mask. Secondly, small size masks are often just adult masks that have been sized down. This is a problem as children have different facial dimensions than adults do. And finally, when it comes to respirators, which would provide the best protection for children against pollutants, a child's lung capacity is actually not strong enough to breathe through the heavy-duty filters, and they often end up breathing their own carbon dioxide. So for my thesis, I knew I wanted to create a mask that was designed for children, not just a mask that children could wear. So I created Kinder Air, a mask designed for kids and a service designed for parents. One of the most important parts of this was making sure the dimensions of the mask were accurate to the children's faces. A child's face is not simply an adult's face sized down, but rather their proportions differ vastly. This, in addition to other factors such as differing growth rates and different ethnicities, meant I had to make a design to accommodate for the discrepancies in the dimensions. Through my research, I was able to find a helpful resource by Joseph W. Young, who in his study found the best facial measurements to take when he was designing oxygen masks for children. Using those measurements, I also asked for parents to send pictures of their children's faces, both a front and side view, with a ruler in the picture for reference. I then was able to put their faces on a grid and compare their profiles with each other. I found that to accommodate the different sizes and their dimensions, I would have to make my mask into different sizes. Initially, I thought that I could break them down into sizes based off their age, but as you can see here, these boys, who are both 12 years old, do not actually fit the same size. In fact, the 12-year-old with the red profile actually fits the grouping with the 4 and 7-year-old. From this, I was able to get the dimensions I needed to shape the silicone base and came up with 3 different sizes, size 1, 2, and 3. The final design includes a silicone base, an N95 filter, a filter guard, a strap, and an air quality sensor. Here's how Kinder Air works. First, the parent will use the Kinder Air app to scan their child's face by taking a picture of their front and side profiles. Next, Kinder Air will recommend one of 3 sizes, and the parents can then order from the app. Once it arrives, assembly is easy. First, snap on the air quality sensor to the filter guard. The filter guard's design provides plenty of surface area so that the children do not have a hard time breathing through the filter. Next, attach the N95 to the filter guard. The filter guard easily slides into the silicone slot, wedging the N95 filter in between and forming a seal so that no pollutants can get around the filter. And finally, the strap that provides comfortable support on the back of the head and can easily be clipped onto the filter guard. Once assembled, putting on the mask is easy enough for a child to do themselves, but for younger ones, parents can also easily help them. The parent can then open their Kinder app to access the sensor data. This can tell you the local air quality index, whether it's safe or not for your child to be outdoors, as well as tell you how many pollutants captured by your child's Kinder mask. For example, Sandra's child Max wore his mask for 30 minutes outside today, and the filter caught 5.01 microns, which is equivalent to 1.2 cigarettes. Sandra can also track the filter amount left on the 40-hour filter life, as well as reorder new filters for her kids' masks. The filters, as well as the filter guard, straps, and sensors fit all 3 sizes. And of course, if her child outgrows their mask, she can always scan their face and order a new one. Kinder Air, a mask designed for kids, a service designed for parents, with the goal of providing kinder air for your child.